I worked at a call center where people would call in for a few months. I worked here where they would call in and be like, they would yell and scream.
A little kindness goes a long way.
Right? Like they would yell and scream at me to try and get their way.
Mm-hmm.
And they would want like a refund or whatever it was. Like, oh my gosh, I was billed for this and I never used it or whatever. And it's like, I didn't have to give them anything. I didn't have to give them a refund.
Mm-hmm.
But people have been trained through life experiences that when they throw a fit when they complain or when they give a sob story and they're a victim, that they get catered to and people will bend over backwards to make their life better. And so they will proactively like they would even sometimes make up stories.
Yeah. Some of those were legit lies that people were told to me because,
just to get their way.
Because I was curious enough to look it up or like to do a little bit of research and find out, or to call their family member and say, hey, is this, actually going on? Oh no, they say that all the time. Like legit people would just lie.
And take advantage.
And I was like, okay, well, they're going to auction.
Right.
And if they don't pay, and I could have a little bit of leniency, but I couldn't really. Like,
when you feel like you're being used.
Absolutely. Like when I felt like people were taking advantage of me, and I never felt like before that point in my life, like holding people to consequences was actually like a good thing. I don't know why, but I just didn't really.
I was sometimes people who hold people to consequences are looked down upon in today's society.
Because that's mean or that's rude or...
Like, how dare you make me have a consequence?
What makes you better than me? Just like...
Right.
There's lots of things that people could say. But the thing is, I ended up being in that position, like it or not. And what I learned is sometimes I was even like, I'm sorry, but I know that this is not going to destroy your life. This stuff is just stuff. It's not like all your, like I knew that it was like, oh, Christmas decorations or something. And that was what was in like every storage unit was Christmas decorations. But like what I knew and figured out was if I didn't hold them to that consequence, they would do the exact same thing over and over.
I was just going to say that same thing.
Over and over. And
if you were lenient one month, the next month they were late again.
It's true. And it happened. And I think I learned that very quickly from the very beginning. I was like, oh, okay, well, I can't do that anymore because they will legit just have a free storage unit forever. And that's not how a business can be run.
Right.
You'll go bankrupt.
Right.
So I think what I learned was this will help them.
Right.
Like, and I truly, truly believed it. I was like, this will help you.
Like, accountability will help you.
Accountability will help you. And being the bad guy, me right now, is worth it because this is a lesson you haven't learned yet.
Right.
Or you haven't learned it enough.
Right.
To get to a point where you're like, oh, I actually will have a consequence if I act this way. Or if I do this thing. Or if I treat people badly. And the thing is, yes, it's a business, but they were treating us badly by not paying because they promised that they would. And it, it can't just be
one-sided.
Yeah.
Just because you own a business and you're offering a service or providing value to someone.
That doesn't mean you get to be walked all over by them.
Exactly.
And treated badly from them.
Right.
And I think a lot of society needs to know that.
They need a good spanking.
I think everybody should have a call center job at least once in their life. And then they will realize it's nice to be nice.